So I'll start by settling the body, finding a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert and try to avoid slouching or leaning. We also let go of any unnecessary tension in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. And then try to cultivate the view of letting go of attending to the environment, pulling back your awareness, constraining it just to the body and mind. Concentrating that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind, and without judgment or frustration, lifting your awareness up from those distractions and placing it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation for your time. Intentionally broadening your circle of concern. thinking of the kindness of countless sentient beings and how they, like oneself, want only to be happy and to be completely free of even the slightest negativity, and yet, like oneself, again and again they meet with difficult circumstances, wanting to be of benefit to those countless sentient beings, and recognizing that engaging in a process of inner transformation is the best way to be of benefit. Genuinely cultivating states of mind that, when they arise, would naturally lead to actions that benefit others, and reducing and ultimately eliminating the states of mind that, when they arise, often give rise to actions that cause harm to others. Seeing this as our way of being of benefit to sentient beings. And today we will familiarize our minds with cultivation of patience, a mind that is able to experience hardship without a loss of control, a mind that remains peaceful in the face of adversity. So we begin by contemplating the benefits of cultivating this kind of mental state. So we recognize that if we succeed in developing a patient mind, then less and less often anger would arise in that mind. And even for oneself would abide in a more pleasant state, undisturbed by the agitations of anger and frustration, able to find solutions to these difficulties in a calm, purposeful way. This would result in thinking of fewer and fewer other people as difficult or as our enemy. Which would therefore naturally reduce many negative karmic actions and act as a support to cutting off painful states of rebirth and support the accumulation of causes and conditions, giving rise to a succession of perfect human rebirths, where we have the opportunity to complete the path. Making it easier to live a life free of regret and to die with a contented mind. And the flip side of those advantages are the disadvantages of remaining with the strong impulse of anger in the mind. So we know from our own direct experience that when anger is strongly arising in the mind, that we ourselves experience no peace in the mind. Whatever pleasant feelings we were experiencing completely evaporate. the mind becomes completely imbalanced, focusing only on a perceived harm and the wish to, in some way, retaliate. And each time we give rise to anger or ill will, we practice and deepen an unconstructive tendency, habit, making it more and more likely that we'll respond with anger or ill will in the future. When we feel like we are the recipient of harm, we can recognize that the other person is themselves under the power of a strong, afflicted state of mind. And just like oneself suffers due to the arising of that kind of afflicted mind, so too are they suffering. So we can give rise to a sense of apprehending only an object of compassion. Recollect a time in the past few weeks when someone said something to you that was unkind. And try to analyze if any actual harm was received. Try to think what was it that harmed me, and how was I harmed? thinking of these words as simply sound, recognizing that any offense is a fabrication of one's own mind. Try to think clearly that oneself has, in fact, not been harmed. The nature of our mind being that of pure, clear light is still the intrinsic nature of the mind possessing potential of giving rise to enlightenment, completely unaffecting our capacity to awaken fully and be of perfect benefit to countless sentient beings. So feel strongly that there is no valid basis for one's own anger, and that the real harm is the arising of that anger. Think strongly that people and circumstances that give rise to difficult experiences that are triggering these internal mental fabrications that spark our anger are merely demonstrating the need for additional practice. recognizing that we can learn from this arising of our own karma that we find difficult to no longer create the karmic conditions for the arising of painful states by the avoidance of non virtuous actions and the practice of virtuous actions. And they can support the arising of renunciation, the wish to put an end to painful experiences by giving rise to the causes and conditions to accomplish full enlightenment. To contemplate these advantages and try to give rise to a strong sense of determination to avoid allowing difficult circumstances to give rise to an angry, retaliatory mind. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate to recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation, created positive energy in the mind, which you freely offer for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment in order to work perfectly for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely pacified. And may I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.